What's going on, people? So welcome to another video. Thanks to everyone who's subscribed. As you can see, I've got my vegan athletes hoodie on, but yeah, you can see the title of the video anyway, so hopefully we've got more advice coming today. Another question we get a lot is about our smoothies. What do we put in there? How to get more calories. We're going to tell you more of that, but here's a look at my smoothie from earlier, so let's have a look at that. So we've got to say this one is advice, and we will put like the time below so you can just skip straight through to what you want to see. But we're cracking up here because we're still new to vlogging, and then I just watched back like the intro and there's some shit that we say that's just ridiculous. It's funny, to be fair.
That's tickled me, man. That's my presence.
I've cut it out, so I don't know what he's on about.
No,
so, and neither do you now. Yeah, let's get going anyway. We're going to go live on Instagram, which we've only done once before. We got quite a few questions come through last time, so we'll try and answer some of them. So it's nice to speak to people.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're live.
Also, check out the hoodies, man.
No, you still can't see it? Now you can. Yeah.
That's all you
Can also not every minute.
Yeah, just yeah, we can get the right areas.
Yeah, well, not that obviously, but I mean, like.
Yeah, we're down to like meet up with people for the vlog and stuff. And
We'll
try
meet up in
everything.
Reykjavik, man. August.
Yeah, definitely.
Marathon.
Quality.
Campy. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we'll speak to you after. That'll be good. It might take a little while for some people to transition. I'll give it a bit of time, but then you might want to cut out some of the beans for a little bit.
Yeah, definitely, like, if that's upsetting your stomach, I'd eliminate it to start with and then reintroduce it, and that's the best way for an elimination diet, isn't it?
Yeah, it can shock your body, like, there's two ends of the spectrum. Some people feel like amazing straight away, and some people it might take a little bit of time. I felt really good as soon as I transitioned, but yeah, I suppose it's a tolerance to the legumes, it might be, with some of the beans. Try rinsing the beans as well before, so if you're just using tin beans, rinse them first before you start cooking them or anything, and if you can, get organic beans, like whether it's kidney beans, chickpeas or anything, and then maybe soak them overnight if you can. Yes, Mako, what you saying?
Macca's in from Thailand.
Yeah, I sent you a video earlier. Yes, babe.
Yes, man, just went live. We're going to start doing it more, actually, isn't it? We just said.
Yeah, because whatever you want to see on this vlog, we're going to do it, and whatever you want to, if you want us to go live more on Instagram or Facebook or wherever, we're going to do that. So yeah, we're going to go now and grab some food. I think Ant's going to cook, so we'll film some of the stuff we're getting, and then we're also going to tell you a bit of the tips then, and also wait for what we're going to cook, what we're going to buy from the shop. We're going to help you through it. Peace.
We can't change the world unless we change ourselves. Down from the sicknesses if we don't seek the help. All eyes be my witness when I speak was felt. Down from the sicknesses if we don't seek the help.
Yeah, so as you've seen, there's been a change of plan. We went to Fresh and got a burger. So no one can say that it's hard to go vegan when there's burgers and tasty food anyway. So you want to say anything?
Yeah, it's definitely easier than ever, isn't it? Like I said it before, Birmingham was a bit behind, I thought, but I feel like it's moving faster. I feel like everywhere's moving fast as well, especially not just the bigger cities. Even like you go to a random place and there's always an option, so no excuses.
Yeah, we're gonna, instead of making the jackfruit meal, we're gonna get the ingredients. I'm gonna cook it later, but I'm gonna sit shot in here so you can see how easy it is to make nice vegan meals. Jackfruits instead of pulled pork a lot of the times. So we'll do that, and then yeah, we'll talk you through some tips.
All eyes be my witness when I speak was felt. Down from the sicknesses if we don't seek the help.
Basically, today's just been a kerfuffle.
A change of plan.
Again, yeah, plan.
Or a change of plan. Whichever whichever way you want to put it. So we went to go and get ingredients and then cook. We've gone from that to grab food and then get the ingredients so I could cook it for you later but stitch it in. Now I'm not sure.
Some ingredients, and now we ain't got no ingredients because they ain't got what we wanted, the jackfruit or the coconut milk.
But believe us, it is easy to be vegan, and that's why we're going to go to a Tesco and grab some stuff at some point.
You got that instead?
Yeah.
They're unreal, that.
Yeah, I got these instead. Raw Vanoffee mulberries, organic.
They're unreal, that.
Yeah, they are unreal. So we're going to head back to the office anyway, and then we're going to talk you through like 5 tips for Veganuary.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, let's get it done.
So I always say so, like everything. I didn't really. Right, we were talking about.
Like it, yeah, right.
Right, we were talking about Christmas and presents and stuff like that, and we've changed the game. Well, we were kind of already doing it. Like I said, I haven't got everybody something, and it might not happen because I'm not going the right way about it, which is usually shopping. That's the right way. So what happens is, if you don't get a present, you don't get a present. But people feel lucky when they do, because one year they might get one. What do you think of that?
I'm a big believer in that theory, to be fair. I think it should be done at the end of the day. You know, if you do get a present off you, I'm hoping I'll get one. No, I hope I don't get one off of this year now, because then I know I'm going to get a better one next year. Is that the way it works?
No, you don't necessarily get one next year, but...
Oh, yeah, well, when I do, I'm going to be like buzzing.
Yeah, don't rule it out. It could happen next year, it could happen the year after.
Yeah, but mate, you've made Christmas exciting.
If you did get a present, well done, you probably won't get one next year. Right,
or you could.
Or you could.
That's the beauty of the game.
That is the beauty of it.
This is a new Santa Claus.
It's we're revolutionising Christmas. Don't mean to put it out there like that, but it is what it is. Please. Finally back from, well, not everything.
Nothing.
Oh yeah, we grabbed some food and you're seeing that, but we didn't get a chance to grab the ingredients that we wanted.
We're definitely doing another vlog where we'll do some recipes. We wanted to do that anyway.
Yeah, there's gonna be loads of recipes coming up anyway.
Would have been much better, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we'll treat it a bit like we're talking to us, but from years ago when we started it, because we actually both went vegan about 6 or 7 years ago and actually reverted and then went back to eating meat for a few reasons, like things that were going on at the time and other variables where we were struggling and could have done with a bit of advice at the time.
So a lot of it was down to lack of education. Well, for me it was. I know I definitely weren't as educated, but I liked the idea of it and I just jumped in the deep end. It went wrong, so...
Yeah, so make sure you're researching things, have a look out there, see what other people are saying. There's enough outlets now and platforms where you can have a look at nomeatathlete.com, and they've got their own podcast. Obviously check us out if you haven't already, like our Instagram, Vegan Athletes, the plantsforfuel.com where we post blogs and podcasts as well. You've got a load of books that we first read. China Studies are one a lot of people know, which is pretty good. Obviously...
How Not to Die gets a lot of attention now. Like, I've read bits and bobs of it, but yeah, like the China Study was definitely the first both of us read, isn't it?
Yeah. Other ones, what other books are there now that you can read?
Thrive's
a good one, Brendan Brazier.
Yeah, that's really good.
If there's a lot of books out there. The 30-day vegan challenge as well. You've got the plant-based dietitian. I think she does in the style of like a Mediterranean diet and a vegan diet combined. That's pretty cool as well. I talk about healthy fats. You've got 80-10-10, which are a whole different way of doing veganism. But rather than swamping you with all that kind of detail, check out like documentaries and stuff as well, Earthlings and Forks Over Knives.
Yeah, documentaries and that are reasons why to go vegan, aren't they? But they don't necessarily don't educate on what foods and that. You're going to have to research yourself, and obviously, and I think Q&As and stuff are good to read, or veganbodybuilding.com and stuff like that, because you actually see other people's diets and you're like, oh, that's what they eat for breakfast, or and it just encourages you. And communicating with people, man.
Yeah,
so that's what we've done, isn't it? That's why originally we started Instagram.
Yeah, there's a lot of places that you can do that now. We'll leave a lot of feedback in the links below as well. We'll link you to different books and list some things for you, so you don't have to try and catch everything we've said and you'll know. But let's get on to the tips anyway. We're going to give you 5 tips to help you with Veganuary and things that you should bear in mind.
Yeah, well, obviously, we always say this, isn't it, about a lot of things, whether it's training or whatever. Like the first tip we'd say, but don't be afraid to fail. Like, you know, I think a lot of people think about it, like, without even realising, they think, oh, what if I fail, or look, I've got a meal here halfway through January or whatever, and they start worrying about that one event. You know, instead of focusing on the negative, just focus on the whole positive, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's easy to, you know, if you fall off, just get straight back on it. I think that's the best way to deal with that. Some people say this thing, like whether you're vegan or not, even for healthy lifestyles, people try and change their diet, and then when something goes wrong, they say, oh, well, I'll start on Monday. Why not start as soon as you can? If that makes sense, then it makes sense, but most of the time it's an excuse to kind of just postpone. Just get back on it and find out where you failed and why, and go back. It's not, I wouldn't call it failing myself. But...
No, definitely. Like I said then, if you are going out for a meal or anything like that in between, like in the January period, it's just, and you do mess up, or just get back on it the next meal. Don't wait for the next week to come around, and like literally, like you said, it's not failing, is it? It's just like
it's learning.
It's not, yeah, exactly. It's not really like, that's probably going to make you stronger for the next time anyway.
Yeah, that's what it did for us, and when we eventually came back to it, then we had learned from our mistakes. If you don't spot an ingredient in there, don't let that knock you, because I know people are like, get a bit attached with the label vegan. So once you end up accidentally having something or going outside of that, then people can get down on themselves.
Because I made that mistake a few times, like even like the ingredient things, like even the other way as well, where I would look at a thing and I wouldn't recognise an ingredient, risk it this early on, and then find out it wasn't vegan and stuff, and you'd feel like, oh, I've let myself down. Yeah. Then you learn for next time, and that's all part of it, isn't it? Like doing anything new. If you started training and doing something new, you're going to make mistakes.
Step number 2 is remember the reason that you went vegan, or what first sparks that interest. It's easy to get caught up in what you can eat and what you can do, and losing your momentum. Why did you go vegan? Why are you thinking about it now? Is it for the animals? Have you seen a documentary that turned you that way? Could be something else.
Yeah, because it is easy to forget, isn't it? Especially like the more you do it, and then obviously opportunities come, like whether you're out with friends or whatever. You've got to remember why you're doing it, because especially if you've been doing it, like eating meat or whatever, for like 26 years or whatever, you need to go back to why you're doing that. If some nice cake comes up that's not vegan, oh yeah, I want to eat that.
Yeah.
And then it's like, no, let's remember why I did this. So there's obviously a reason why you're trying VEGANUARY, isn't there?
Yeah.
So just keep remembering that all the time and just go for the vegan options.
And what are the reasons to go vegan? You've got obviously the environment and what it's doing to the planet.
Passionate reasons,
yeah.
Obviously the animals.
Yeah, animal
health.
And health, yeah. The reason that me and Ant got into it was actually health. That's what started us off on this
stuff. But health comes first, and obviously everyone out there have their own reasons, and that's what matters. It's what you're doing it for. It don't make a difference what your friends or someone else might or might not be doing it for. If yours is for the animals, then stick with that. If it's for the planet, then just stick to what you're doing it to and your beliefs.
Well, what's crazy is they usually they start becoming combined with the others. So when I first went vegan, I was a bit desensitised to animal cruelty and factory farming, and to be honest, I didn't really go out there looking for it either too much, and I'd seen it in the past and it's never really, I don't know why, or maybe I didn't give it enough attention, but then I started feeling more in tune with a lot of things, and my mental clarity and it was so much different, and eventually I started, now I'm really aware of like how cruel it is to animals, and how humans have like double standards of like a dog being a friend and cows being food, and how we kind of some people laugh that off and don't find that serious, but yeah, that changed for me. I don't know about you.
No, definitely. Like I don't really like watching that sort of stuff anymore, but I'm not, I was talking about it earlier, and like I'm not ignorant, because I have watched that stuff and I know it happens, so, but that's why I'm vegan.
Yeah.
And I remember like seeing it for the first time probably not for a good year into veganism, to be fair, and really opening my eyes and thinking, wow, that's messed up, that is, like, I don't want to be a part of that, and like I think that just makes you feel as better as a person as well, don't it? Because you're not contributing to any of like that violent stuff, and Yeah, man, I think it's quite powerful stuff, to be fair. I don't know how you could watch or know about that stuff going on and still not be vegan.
Yeah.
I find it bizarre, to be honest, because it messes with my head a little bit.
I know a lot of people who are like animal lovers and go out their way to protect certain animals and then try and bury that things to the back of their mind where they don't think of it. But like we recommended, Earthlings and stuff like that, I don't really like watching those documentaries. That could be the difference for a lot of people because it shows you like the horrors that go on in the factory farming and things like that.
And another one to watch is the Cove, about dolphins and the story. Oh, horrific, man, like, but I think most of them I ended up switching off halfway through because I was like, this is enough, man,
Yeah.
like, it's disgusting. But like I said, that's why I knew I had to carry on being vegan.
Moving to the third tip, experiment. So Ant mentioned enjoying yourself and it's not going to work unless you do. People say, oh, what do you eat? You eat grass. I don't know what people always have to
Have you tried grass?
No,
It's not
yeah.
nice.
Well, it just makes me laugh. It's like, okay, so when I was eating meat and grass, and now I eliminate meat, I've just got grass. It's like, it's the worst joke I've heard, to be honest, but...
Because like 90% of everyone's meals is vegan.
Experiment though, there's so many nice spices and stuff. I realised, and I used to... People try and put that on me, oh, you used to love chicken. Yeah, of course I did. I used to, but what I actually realised is I enjoyed what I was seasoning it with.
The jerk and
Yeah.
the turmeric and the cayenne pepper
And
and stuff.
you've still got that.
You just add it to beans.
Yeah.
And if anything, the texture is actually better in beans and stuff anyway than like chewing through flesh.
Yeah. So experiment, get out there, look at recipes. With our plan that we give out for the online coaching, we send out 30 recipes and they're pretty good to try. But you can go online and you can find your own completely free, and there's lots out there. Go out there, have a look. There's many different things you can substitute as well, which leads us to our next point and next tip, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. Right, tip number 4 is substitutions. So not the football logs either.
Yeah.
We're talking more, you know, like, so for chicken and any meat stuff, like for me, I just replace them with beans and pulses. I don't know about you, but like I feel like lentils and that just provide just as much protein. If people are worried about that, it actually adds more flavour and texture to the meals.
But what you need to know as well though is if you're not willing to go all the way the sort of same path that we went with like health and looking at like legumes and lentils and quality proteins, which you should, obviously it's best that you do. You might be looking just for the animal side of things and compassionate reasons. You can substitute cheese for vegan cheese. There are good cheeses out there now.
Viva, I think it's called now. They're actually quite nice, to be
Yeah.
fair. And they actually do like a massive selection and stuff. And like every now and then I'll eat that sort of stuff. And I actually really enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's actually quite nice. Like adding on to stuff like wraps and stuff like that is really nice.
You can, if you like meats and pulled pork and stuff like that, you can directly substitute that for jackfruit, and you'd be surprised with the texture of that. It goes so well and it soaks up the flavour. You've got tofu that some people trade chicken with. Personally, I don't really like tofu and it doesn't soak up the flavour. I know a lot of people like it though.
Yeah, I can eat it every now and then. It's grown on me more as I've been vegan longer. And then you got things like seitan and stuff like that as well, which and then more into the fake meats and stuff.
Yeah, you
which
got lots
really,
of mock meats as well.
That don't really bust.
No, but it's healthy. You can still. It's not. We wouldn't class it as like our level of what we would like to eat healthy, but it can be healthy. If you're eating meat and you want to substitute, it's a great place to start. Is the mock meats, and then start to go more to a whole foods diet. That's where you want to be. You can substitute egg for chia seed when baking. There's a lot of substitutes out there.
So there's loads of baking recipes in that. You can just add banana to them and that'll make the change. But yeah, like Treasure just said then, like the substitutes with the fake meats and stuff. Like if that's what you need to do to be vegan, then do it.
Yeah.
And it's pointless worrying, but they're not that healthy for me. Like, especially if you're going down the ethical route and not just for the healthy route. If you're going down the ethical route and the planet route, then it's 100% do that, isn't it? Like, you know, if that you want them still, you like the taste of them things. Most things do taste like that now, really, because I've got it bang on. Like we said, like that ain't really us, but yeah.
Number 5 is make sure you're having enough calories. So we're not always about counting calories necessarily. It depends. We'd rather look at quality of foods before calories. But one thing that's quite obvious and a big contrast to eating meat and dairy is the calorie difference, and there's a lot more calorie dense foods on a meat eating diet, so you need to be conscious of that.
Yeah, because I've had numerous people come up to me, people in the gym and stuff like that, and they've like, oh, I tried going vegan, but I just lost too much weight too quick, and it's like, and then that gets attached to the veganism then.
Yeah.
Like, no, that ain't the vegan diet, you're not eating enough food.
Yeah, I did it myself. When I first went vegan, I lost a bit of weight, and I knew it was something I was in. That's why I went back and researched, and I've seen people out there building muscle and training hard, and it can be done. The reason we haven't addressed the protein misconception is because that's been proved with that. So it's more a case of just make sure you're getting enough calories. There's a lot of...
If you're looking at ways to like bulk up your calories, things like oats, nuts, nut butters, and then just a lot more pulses, beans, lentils,
lentils,
legumes, and rices and sweet potatoes. Just make sure you're getting all them in your diet. Like, I like to add oats to my smoothies, and that just to like, I know you ain't a big fan of that because you don't really like the texture and stuff as well, do you? But in any smoothie I just bang some oats in there just to like try and bulk up the calories a little bit, and I'll probably do that like twice a day.
A smoothie is the easiest thing you can do for anything, whether you want to go vegan or you want to just improve your lifestyle. Introducing them kind of things in the morning makes so much difference. You can have bananas, seeds, avocado, whatever you like, so it's a good way to get calories, but then you also can add superfoods and greens, and it can just change your whole diet just by one smoothie a day.
The smoothie's key, like it's literally like if you start in the morning, like, yeah, great if you get it throughout the day, but the morning I think is key, because we both smash smoothies in the morning. It just sets you up for the day, and you think, let's say you didn't get no more nutrients throughout the day, you've still got loads in the morning.
Yeah,
like, you think you have like apple, greens, some superfoods, and then like red foods, protein powder with all the superfoods and all that sort of stuff, bananas, oats and nut butter. You've got literally loads of micro and macronutrients in one smoothie, and then no matter how your day turns out, you've got loads of nutrients anyway, so anything on top of that's a bonus.
Definitely. So that hits the 5 points. There's a lot more tips that we're going to be bringing to you throughout the vlogs, but they're the 5 key factors I think when going vegan and then trying the Veganuary. Try and transition into it and be patient and enjoy it, because I felt great when I first made the change.
Yeah, you do actually, like, and you sort of think it's a bit cheesy when you hear people say that, like, but in the past, and I was thinking, but then when I did go vegan, like within a week, I was thinking I've got more energy, like I'm sleeping better. And that they ain't myths, they're generally things that happen. There's
a mentality that you cannot explain unless you go vegan, and if there are vegans watching this, they probably clicked and thought, yeah, I've got that as well. There's a clarity, and that's what I try and... People won't believe you when you tell them sometimes, and then as soon as they try it, they realise what you mean. So
that's what I mean, not where it sounds so cheesy, because you tell someone who hasn't and they're looking at you thinking, nah, just go and try it and do it for the month, like Veganuary, it's a perfect way to start. Plus, this new year falls on a Monday, so you've got no choice.
It's a great way to start. We're going to be helping people. We've got a whole Veganuary thing, but we'll talk about that now a bit more. So let's go to the next bit. Yeah, so we're all done. Hopefully that helped you. We showed you a bit of the day. We showed you the smoothie as well.
Yeah, just give it a go. I just literally, like I said earlier, like just dive in the deep end, and so there's enough research out there now. So if you're not going to do it now, then like for me, like there ain't as many. Like, there's no excuses anymore. There's enough research out there to prove it. There's enough people out there that you can connect with on Instagram. Everyone probably knows a few vegans nowadays.
Yeah, like we never used to really know any before. If you're giving it a go, let us know. Comment below, as I always say. Check this out as well. This is the new 100% organic VA hoodie that we're now selling. Got the V that you can't see until it's gone. So yeah, check them out. Get online, order them, because we haven't got many at all now.
Yeah, and if you want any tips or anything like that, then just message us, like on our Instagram and stuff, and we're definitely willing to help people, and because obviously that's the way we want the world to go, man, vegan style.
Yeah, man, help support us as well. Give us a like, comment, subscribe. We've got a Veganuary thing coming on our Instagram, so go on there, Vegan Athletes, check that out. Join it. It's going to be super cheap, and we're just going to try and help people with the transition. By the end of January, we can make you vegan, or we can help you from the start, however you want to go.
So. Yeah, so right, we're done, man.